is so shameful. But the reason why I am telling you guys this is because I'm not blaming anybody for what happened. I blame myself. Why? Because I went into marriage for a wrong purpose. If you haven't seen the story, I wore this particular clothes, go and watch it, because this is a continuation of that story. So when we got to this place that we are supposed to stay, this was an old man, a white man, an old man. I don't know how they became friends, but this man lives in an accommodation called ensuite. So ensuite means that it's one room with kitchen and bathroom and toilet. In short, there is no living room. It's just a small partition that the man put a chair, and that's what is called living room. And that is exactly where this man took me, my cousin, who is supposed to be my house girl, my son who was under 2 years, and his son who was probably 7 years old, and himself. That was where he brought us for us to start living in the UK. Only one bed was there. This man sleeps in his bed. In the UK, I had to put cloth on the floor in order to sleep with my children. What is so shameful? But the reason why I am telling you guys this is because I'm not blaming anybody for what happened. I blame myself. Why? Because I went into marriage for a wrong purpose. I did not ask questions. I did not know this man from Adams. I did not ask the background and everything. My elder siblings, who were still very young then, they tried to persuade me not to get married, and I did not listen to them. Because of what? I want to run away from this poverty. I want to run away from this hardship. I want to run away. You guys should stop talking to me. Leave me alone. I'm not staying. I'm going. So I did not listen to anybody. That's why I did not blame anybody when things started going south. You need to listen to people who have experiences. You need to listen. He put us in this place. We sleep on the floor. And thank goodness we got into the UK during summer. You can imagine if we had come into the UK during winter and we were sleeping on the floor with my children, what would have been our case now? What? Remember, this man doesn't live in the UK. That's my ex-husband. He lives in the US. So he brought us to the UK, kind of settled us down there, and then he left. He did not keep enough money for me and the children to be able to survive. So when he left, when he called back, I said, please, is it possible for you to come and take me back to Nigeria? Because I don't understand. If this is the abroad that we were hearing about, then I don't want to be here. Can you come and take me back? And he was like, but you're going to stay there temporarily now. You're just on transit to US. Don't worry, everything is going to be okay, and so on and so forth. That was how I started to look for solution. How do I take care of my children? What do I do? How do we survive? Naive girl like me, pregnant, yeah, I didn't know what to do. How to put food on the table for my children. Because all of them, I call all of them my children. This thing continued. I think after a few days, the little money that he left for us had already run out. One night, I was on the floor, as usual, on the wrapper that I put on the floor and sleeping with my children. And this old man's phone rang, and somebody came down to answer the call, because we live in this kind of Victoria house. Some people live in the flats in the middle. Some people live in the flat, the third floor. So it happens that a lady from the third floor comes down to answer calls. So this lady came down to answer calls. I don't know what happened to her phone. So she came down to answer this call. And after answering the call, she saw me on the floor and was like, hi. I say, hi. How are you? I say, I'm okay. What are you doing on the floor? I say, I just want to sleep. I say knife, so I just want to sleep. So the lady was like, you're pregnant. I said, yes. Who are you? And then I explained. And the lady said, you know what? Get your wrapper, get everything, get your children, come up. That was how this lady took us in, and we started living with the lady in her own flat. She lived in 2-bedroom flat. So one of the room, she gave me and the children one of the room, and she was in that room, and she had a son. And then from there, we started managing our lives. The reason why I said that the marriage nearly took my life, I will tell you in my next video how this marriage nearly took my life, and why everybody should be really, really careful when making choices. Do not make choices because of short term. You need to think. You need to investigate. You need to weigh the things, pros and cons. Is it going to favor me? Is it going to favor my unborn children? Is it going to favor people around me? Am I putting my life at risk? Do not look at short term. Look at long term, because it nearly took my life. I will continue in my next video.